When Anne Hathaway was dividing opinions following her use of the term Inshallah, one man took it upon himself to hand-deliver the Quran to her. To his luck, Anne Hathaway accepted the gift in a warm and welcoming way, which only drew in further attention. While everyone was questioning whether Anne Hathaway was Muslim, no one seemed to ask the question who this person was who gave a heartfelt gift and message to her. A quick search will bring you the name MASKERGANG, a content creator from Birmingham who is no stranger to celebrities and even TikTok trends.
MASKERGANG, can we do that? MASKERGANG. Yeah, on one, yeah? 3, 2, 1, MASKERGANG!
I had the pleasure of speaking to Mask only a few weeks prior to him gifting Anne Hathaway, completely by chance, on a night of him attempting to catch the comedian Aries Spears.
What question could I ask Aries Spears? I already know. What I would like to know from Aries Spears, number one, is since he's been in the game since 14 years of age, I would like to know what his biggest struggle was.
From what I gather, you're sort of like an influencer, content creator. He's been doing it for many years.
Yes.
What was the idea behind it?
The idea behind it, it started, I think, when I was a little boy, I got these scouts or people who teamed up with Disney, came into our school. They were auditioning, which I came to know after, and they went around talking to the kids. Some of them cried, some of them are shy, and when it came to me, I was very engaging. And then they were like, this is our guy. I think that's how it went. I ended up in Bay in the Big Blue House. So yeah, so I see your reaction there. So there's that, and so I always knew I have this kind of level of performing in me. Then I went about losing it through getting bullied at school, especially in secondary school, really severely, like to the point where I was, suicidal, I'd say. So now, with that being said, though no disrespect to people who, I think in the end of the day, someone who truly, they're gone because they were suicidal to the point that you did it, I think that's not saying in a good, that's nothing good, but I'm like, you could tell with me, it was always like, I wouldn't actually do it, but I would still class that as having those feelings. I did have those feelings. Now, then I went on to redeveloping those skills. I liked rhyming. So before I knew it, in 2008-9, I really got into rapping and I wanted to be a rapper. Then I think that slowed down. I was trying to be too perfect, and I was delaying things, releasing some content but delaying, and then fast forward all the way to 2016, I said that's it. As I started noticing I just like performing, period, I said I'm going forth with something. I'm gonna upload something because even though I was doing content, I wasn't uploading much, so I said I'm going to get serious with uploading. So done that. Eventually I did do a rap song. If you look on YouTube, it says 5.2 million views. Yep, it went viral. Now with that, I then took a step back because I was like, man, I think it was about 2018. I was like, I don't know how to put it other than I felt like people do not like, people are tempting me into, first and foremost, what isn't even me, like, oh, get the cars out, do this, and ladies and this, and I was like, that's not even me, I'm not gonna do that. I took a step back, and even though I was still doing acapellas and writing rhymes and putting it together, I was also just being me outside, and I was like, and that naturally brought me into things where I like talking to people, so I went into questioning people, and that then, after I bumped into Jude, I was like, let me ask some celebrities some questions, and then here we are, waiting for Aries Spears.
So kick it off. Did Jude kick the celebrity thing?
I think there was that element was already in me, because I had already done some done some videos with celebrities before that. Some that I didn't even post, one or two that I did. But I think when the Jude incident happened, that really reinforced that to the degree that I was like, let me focus on this. You know, that's what that did, I think, for me. So yeah. Thanks for the questioning. What beautiful questions. You're really good at this, man. Oh, my brother, I love that. I love the questions. But one key thing that I have to say is, before it happened, I said, oh Allah, I leave it to you. Because Allah says be and it is. What is it to Allah? Kun fayakun, be and it is. You know, so, but always remember, you might not get it because, as it says in the Quran, you may like a thing, but it is bad for you. You may not like a thing, but it is good for you.
That's what we've gone up as well.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. So whenever... Yes, brothers, I'm back. Back to the beautiful shop. Wait, I couldn't make my mind up. Let me see on the other side whether I can find something. Brother, you're looking so fresh.
Thanks, brother.
Bless you. So, right about now, I think... I don't know, I feel like I need some salt in my system. Salt in my system. That sounds like a single. Salt in my system. Sorry, my brother. Forgive me. Sorry, now I'm in the way of you. Sorry. Those questions got me going in deeper than I thought I would go.
It's where you go with this. You know, you seem like you've got there's this religious element. Islam is important to you, very clearly.
That is definitely very important to me. Without it, it's all meaningless to me. Like very, very meaningless, because in the end of the day, I'm going to return to God. And that's why that makes me, like, whenever somebody bigs me up, I'm quick to kind of like downplay it, because I'm looking at the bigger picture, and the bigger picture always reminds me this is nothing to God.
And has that always been a part of your life, that Islam has been very important?
Yes, it's from the get-go. From the get-go.
Is it something that made you so very passionate about it? Because in this, in the West, it's very easy to slither or find something else.
I think what made me passionate about it is just the realization that we're all gonna go one day, and all of this can be a distraction or it can facilitate you, and I choose it for it to facilitate me. And it doesn't take long for you to realize or acknowledge the benefits. For example, if now I'm just thinking about okay, let's see if I can get a video with Aries Spears. I met him earlier. Let's see if I was just thinking about, okay, let's see if I can go viral. Let's see if I can become famous and everything. And that's all I cared about. For me, I would not sleep good at night. I'd be tossing and turning. I'd be like, even just saying that makes me shiver. So now, if I actually look at that and say, what difference can I make? What difference can I make with that? There's certain things that Aries Spears will have gone through in life that I have not seen. The fact that one may say, wow, Mask, you're spontaneous with it, out and about and everything, that's one thing. But Aries Spears is spontaneous in front of a large crowd that have paid to see him. Now that's something I haven't seen. Therefore, I can learn from that. What does that mean? I have to humble myself and appreciate that I can learn here, as opposed to like, nah, I already know what I want. I know I can do this or that, you know. I don't like taking that route, because that's where you start running into arrogance, and you become what you run into, what you are around. So if you, it's one thing surrounding yourself with it, but you can also be the one that has become that due to you giving into that and starting to become arrogant. So I always take the humble approach, and that leads back again to me feeling comfortable afterward, and also leads back to, I think, my creator will be happy with me. So yeah, religion is very important to me. I think that keeps me grounded. If I don't have that, I'm lost.
But it's kind of, I mean, I'm gonna press you, but you know, obviously, you know, it's 35 now. So, what is the sleep? You know, surely, you know, it's funny when it was like, you know, 10, 15 years ago, but now is it? You saying this time to switch it up, or are you gonna?
Yeah, like.
Keep this going?
I think everyone's been there where somebody might say, you know, like, haven't you grown out of it? Yeah. I think if you ever grow out of what you once wanted to do, then that wasn't really what was meant for you. If you feel like this is something that you enjoy doing, you're passionate, and there's a right way of doing it, you'll never grow out of it, because it all comes down to making a difference. And this is right now my way of making a difference.
So you'd say you're in the right place?
I would say I'm in the right place. I'm very I would say I'm very reactive to like the emotions, the feelings that are conjured up on a daily basis. And with this, when I've done it right, especially when I've like passed on something that's dear to me, the Quran, I feel myself walking away satisfied. And I mean satisfied on a spiritual level.
You could argue against that, right?
Jazakallah, brother, Jazakallah. And now it's my turn to record you and ask you questions. One thing also, never take things too serious, because that takes a lot of pressure away.
People are very serious these days, right? It's hard, isn't it?
It is. And to some extent, I'd say even like, think of the worst possible situation that can arise from you just pursuing your dream, and accept it. And have that self-reflection, have that belief in the one who created you is going to help you. But you can't be doubtful about it. The moment you're doubtful, do you really deserve the Creator's help? If you have no doubt whatsoever, I think that's when you are truly on your way to doing justice to God. Because once again, God just says be and it is, for God is nothing. But then therefore you can't be half-hearted. You can't be like, you know, let me ask God for help, and then at the same time you're going, oh man, didn't happen, man. Oh man, everything's like going wrong and everything. Be patient. You know, you've asked God for help. God will deliver it in His time, when the time is right, not when you want it.
Powerful stuff. You say, it sounds like you just sort of came out of the womb ready to go.
You know, born in Germany, was there until barely 2 years old, came to Birmingham. I definitely learnt early on to be ambitious, and in whatever I do, give it my all. And it sounds like cliche and overrated, but be happy, because if you have that faith in God, everything else is a bonus anyway. All love. Thank you. I want to ask him. Let's see if I can ask him a question.
Lad, you want one at the Prince? Thank you guys.
Aries.
Thanks guys.
Aries, could I ask you one question? I know I asked you another one. I know I did. I just love how honest you are in life. You are brutally honest, the way that people should be, you know what I mean?
my example. My career. Talk to this guy.
Big love, big love, big love, Aries. Aries, I'm gonna head off. Can I get one pick before I go, please? You mean a lot to me. You're a legend. Thank you so much. God bless you. Have a good one. Peace.
Just standing there.
He's a good man. Aries Spears is. Aries Spears is a good man. Guys. Even in asking him to be honest, he was honest. He was like, don't use me as a role model. I love Aries Spears. Be like Aries Spears. Even if you feel you are someone who you haven't got, maybe you think you're not the best example, be like Aries Spears, where you're just brutally honest. Be honest. And in asking that question, I can't believe he proved he's an honest man. I like that. Let's go. God bless you all. It's a beautiful day. Hey, how many times can you say you meet a legend like the man over there? Aries Spears. Let's go. I'm out. Peace.